Hello THS, this is it. Today's the day you've been waiting for since January 5th. It's the last day of school for 2 weeks.
Yes, TTVers, spring break starts next week and runs until March 30th. Real quickly, Miss Rose visited us this morning and has a special announcement for you guys. So here it is.
Good morning. Got something I want to share with you, and Luke, you are partially responsible for this.
Interesting.
As you recall, Tuesday when we had our security meeting, you asked the question, when the topic turned to teen suicide, you asked the question, isn't there an app or something out there that we might be able to use that would be helpful? Well, Dr. Lawson went on a search, and lo and behold, he found one. And it is called A Friend Asks. It's available in the App Store. It is produced by the Jason Foundation, which is a program that we as teachers used for several years for our suicide prevention training in our professional development. But anyway, it's A Friend Asks. You can download it at the App Store. It's free. It has the warning signs of suicide, what you should do as a friend, what not to do as a friend, resources that you can go to, people to ask, places where you can go for help. So we're encouraging all students to download this onto their phones or their devices. We've got a link on the high school website. We've got a link on our Facebook page, and we're also tweeting out the information so you can go to the App Store and download A Friend Asks. It's just another tool we're going to have in our toolbox to try to help students reach out when somebody's having a problem. Because remember, if it's your friend, it's your responsibility to reach out and do something. So, another tool to help you out. Thanks for the great suggestion. Thanks, Dr. Lawson, for finding this for us. And download it, use it. Thanks.
Thank you, Miss Rose. We really appreciate everything you do for us here at THS, and thank you for stopping by this morning. Now, in honor of spring break, we're bringing you our very first RTHS clip sent in by David Overton.
You too can send us your favorite thing about THS. More on that at the end of the show. But now real quickly, let's put it over to lunch.
Good morning, THS. This is Clarice coming at you with your lunch for the last time this quarter. Today's lunch will be hot dog bar, chicken bacon ranch on a ciabatta bun, flaming hot chicken, roasted cauliflower and cheese, sidewinder potatoes, peas and carrots, pineapple and kiwi. I hope you all have a super happy and blessed break. Back to Luke and Belle.
Thank you, Clarice.
Here we go with all the good things happening here at the Big T.
If you lost something this year, make sure you check the office lost and found before spring break, because during spring break, all of those abandoned goodies will be donated.
Interested in Boys State? This is an educational opportunity via the American Legion for THS junior boys. You'll learn about government as you meet with state congressional leaders. Boys State is held May 20th through 26th at Tennessee Tech University. See Mr. Chadwick for additional details.
There will be an ACT prep workshop in the THS lecture hall on Saturday, March 31st from 10 to 2 to help everyone get ready for the April 3rd ACT. Sign up in the school counseling office. Space is limited, so reserve your seat as soon as possible.
Seniors, your final transcript form and scholarship info form are due in the counseling office by April 13th. Please check your email or stop by the counseling office for forms.
Also, seniors, superlative, I guess is how that's said. Voting is happening online starting now through April 2nd. If I mispronounced that, I'm sorry.
Your payment for honors, tassel, and distinction soul is due in the counseling office by Friday, April 13th. The tassel is $9 and the stole is $21.50. make checks payable to THS. Please see Ms. Rusk in the counseling office.
Hey THS, get your Cinderella tickets. They are now on sale. $15 for adults, $12 for students. Get them online at improvetears.com, the front office, or from Mr. Miller directly.
Speaking of tickets, have you ever wondered why cops have to write tickets? Want to know how to fingerprint criminals? Our club crew, that's me, Sydney over there on the TriCaster, and Belle right over here, went to talk with the new criminal justice teacher, Mr. Kennedy. Let's take a look.
I've been in law enforcement for approximately 18 years. 2 of those were corrections. The rest were patrol, and then also I've got about 10 years in criminal investigations. When I left law enforcement, I was a lieutenant over investigations in Bedford County. I've worked here in Tullahoma as a detective and also Coffee County. I'm also a graduate of the National Forensic Academy at the University of Tennessee at Knoxville, and also hold a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. This is a new program at Tullahoma High School, so it's a program that's still growing and developing. The only requirements there's for the introduction class, which will just be a CJ1 class because the state standards are changing next year. For the first class, there are no requirements. It's going to be offered to any age group, freshmen all the way to seniors.
I got a Delta.
And then now we need to ink both your phones for that, and then
I strongly encourage students to take these classes if they are considering a career in criminal justice. They can go from corrections, probation officers, police officers. Because what this class does, it gives them a good basic understanding of what the criminal justice system is and how it works and how it functions.
If you have a club or class you'd like to feature on TTV, just shoot us an email at clubcrew@improvetears.com.
Attention all juniors, a free ACT test will be given on Tuesday, April 3rd at THS. This test is also open to any senior who plans to graduate this year and has never taken the ACT. Of course, though, all those who are doing it should have already filled out a form this week for the answer sheet.
You must have this completed sheet in order to take the ACT, so please see Ms. Booten in the counseling office if you have any questions.
And now here's your sports update.
We're here with Luke Champion, wrestling star here at THS, and he just finished his last match here. And what was the experience like?
It's been an amazing experience. I mean, there's nothing else like wrestling, so it's definitely been a hard past few years, but it's definitely been worth it.
And if you could go back and change one thing, what would you change?
If I could change one thing, I would probably go back and spend more time on it during the off season and have just built my skill up even more than I already had.
All right, great. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
We're with Coach King, who just recently hit a milestone of 250 wins as a coach. And how has coaching impacted your life?
Well, the one thing that coaching, what it does, it means you're away from home an awful lot. But you get into this kind of business because you like being around kids. In this scenario, you love a sport, so you want to. I had people that when I was a kid went above and beyond to help me become a better player, and you always want to pay that kind of thing forward. And I love baseball. I like coaching. I like being around the kids. It's something that if you get a chance to continue to be into and you're passionate about it, it makes it fun to go to work every day. So it really, it gives you a chance to be around a lot of kids, especially over a lot of time. You know, you mentioned the 250. One of the things that just means you've been doing it a long time, you know, and you don't get wins like that without having good players and having been around good players over time. The kids win the games. You know, you just try to put them in the best position to do so. So it's very rewarding to do it.
Yes, sir. And what are your expectations this year?
Well, this year, you know, this is year number 3 for me here at Tullahoma, and you know, we've been trying to build that foundation. And you know, we started out well so far. We're 2-0 so far. Played a couple late games in the cold. Had some comebacks we had to make, but you know, you want to just keep getting better and better after each year. And I think we've got some good players. If we can stay healthy, I think I'd like for us to be able to compete for a district championship, make it to the region, and anything can happen in those elimination games. And you know, obviously, we'd love to be back in the state tournament.
Sounds good to me. Thank you, Coach.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you, Caleb.
Thanks, you guys. Well, folks, it's finally happening. We're getting some clips from you, and this next one comes from our very own Miss Rose.
And this is what I love about THS.
Want your love of THS featured on TTV? Send us your clips from your spring break.
So you guys, congratulations. This is the longest show we've had, at least in this quarter, and we weren't hardly on there. Yes! It's a new record. Okay, so you remember that chemistry joke I told you the other day?
Yes, sadly.
Yes, I told it in my class, and there was no reaction.
How? How?
Need a safe space now.
So THS, I hope you guys have a wonderful spring break. We'll see you Monday in 2 weeks. Have a great day.
See you then.